Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yep, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. We got the catastrophic failure of the Ryan's World movie. This is by Sonny V2. Did you even know he had a movie?
That's why I looked at you like, did you know? Because I did not.
No.
I didn't know nothing about a movie. If I did, like, see it or hear anything, then I would have, like, it's not something.
Yeah. I just always wondered, like, when it came down to Ryan, like, how, like, what is the dynamic of him as he gets older? Like, how do you continue to, like, you can't market him forever because kids grow up. He grows up. Yeah. Right? And so I think you capitalize while he's young. Right. And but when is he able to live a normal life without having to do, you know what I'm saying? Because I enjoy my life as a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only get to be a kid once.
Yeah, I don't even know how old he is at this very moment.
And those are some of your most innocent years. And I would hate for those years to be all about just making money. But that I know other people were like, well, you got child actors, like that could be different, you know what I'm saying? Or you got child artists and musicians and stuff like that. Like that can be taken like differently, but constantly on YouTube, your family, your parents got a camera in your face, but you know, I don't know. But hopefully they hopefully they have invested a lot of money for him so that
that's what I was thinking.
Like set him up for his future.
Yeah.
And I would hate to hear at 25 he's going around saying he's broke, and they spent
Shoot. Yeah.
But hey, with that being said, before we get into it today, make sure you check out the links in the description box
down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. You gotta do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
like it with a thumbs up.
But hey, let's check it out, man. Let's see what this is about. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get it.
It had a budget of $10 million, but failed to earn even $1 million back. With empty movie screenings and a score of 2 out of 10 on IMDb, the recent Ryan's World movie was an absolute flop, and it's really not surprising.
But I'll say this, though, with the Ryan's, isn't his, like, generation that he was an influence to, like, as far as, like, with kids, would be people like my nephew age. They're teenagers now, right? Because I remember my nephew used to watch Ryan's tour reviews when he was a kid. So but like my niece now, that age group, they're not watching that. They're watching other kids that look like them.
Yeah.
Like they're into those kids. Right?
Yeah, I mean I would think okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the same age.
He's the same age, now. Because that's what I was trying to ask. Like, did you know how old he was now?
No.
Because I was like, I remember him when he was like little, but I don't know how old he is.
That age group,
the age group now are like they're teenagers
now. Mm-hmm. So they have outgrown it, and technically, he won't still have the same reach and connection he'll have with the other because He's not their age. But, like, kids like watching other kids their age.
Yeah.
Once I'm a teenager,
that's not what they're interested in anymore.
So, that's bad. That's bad, though.
Yeah.
And low-key sad. It's sad.
Take, for example, the film's first 18 seconds. The pivotal opening shot that sets the scene is absolutely awful. Rather than making a meaningful first impression and teasing the audience with a hint of what's to come.
But in defense, sorry, I'm going to just say this real quick. In defense, people can say, well, JoJo was able to do it. But I really feel like it's different with boys and girls. Mm-hmm. I think you can still appeal to young girls as a girl as far as young boys. Mm-hmm. Like, boys his age, they ain't into you know what I'm saying? They into certain things. Not, it's different. There's a difference.
a meaningful first impression and teasing the audience with a hint of what's to come, it rather shows Ryan's mum doing Tai Chi yoga on her front driveway of all places. Who does yoga on a driveway? Then, without explanation, a giant blue egg lands right beside her, revealing not only a film crew in the garage's reflection, but also the title of the film, Ryan's World the Movie Titan Universe Adventure. As suggested by his mum being in the intro, the film features Ryan's entire cringy family, who were all seen in the film's official trailer, released on Ryan's channel in May 2024. Sadly, the comments aren't enabled, yet the dislike ratio hinted that people hated it already. On Reddit, people said, based on what I saw in the trailer, it appears to be a bland and generic film, with a mix of boring live action scenes and disappointing animated scenes too. The special effects look mediocre and even awful at times. Others called it one last cash grab before he gets too old to exploit. Great job, Ryan's parents. A rename was suggested to Child Exploitation the Movie, which might have been entirely justified, as after the terrible opening driveway sequence, somehow the movie only gets worse. The first actual scene is Ryan live streaming a magic show, being helped by Dan Rhodes, a famous YouTube magician. Holding the camera is Ryan's supposed best friend Aiden, yet with an almost 4-year age gap between them, their friendship is already totally unconvincing. The moment their live stream starts, Ryan instantly gains 2 million likes, despite there only being 145,000 viewers. When Ryan asks just a few seconds later,
"How many people are watching,
Aiden responds,
Holy wow, already at 3 million.
Apparently reading this staggering figure, while still staring at the back of her phone, which you can also see recording in the standard iPhone video app. Ryan's then unable to finish his magic trick, as his magic goop is empty, giving his live stream such a shock, they completely forget how to act.
Did Ryan do that on purpose? Is Dan stuck like that forever?
Turns out his sisters had emptied the goop, making Ryan so incredibly angry, he goes to the comic book store to blow off some steam.
You know what it looks like?
Yeah.
It really looks, because it's so corny and cheesy, it looks like some YouTubers literally filmed a movie. If we got literally a $10 budget, why don't we have a real camera crew, a real director, film crew come and direct the movie with a $10 million budget? It seemed like we took the cheap route out of it.
Facts.
To pocket. If we had a $10 million budget, we could spend that budget really on making sure everything is well taken care of. It seems like we probably spent $2-3 million out of the budget on actually filming. And tried to pocket the $7 million. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It sounds like some shady, like not even just sound. It looks like some shady things happen.
I just wouldn't have like something like this. I just wouldn't have took it to like the theaters. Like it would have just been strictly on the channel or something like that. It wouldn't have even seen the outside of.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I'm saying?
Because also what I'm thinking, I was gonna ask you: can YouTubers really cross over and like have a big impact in theaters? It's a different from having impact as far as a TV being featured in a TV or featured on like some kind of streaming services. But as far as a cinematic crossover,
I'll just say this: I feel like it may depend on who you are, what your intentions was in the from the jump, and who you have behind you.
Because one reason why I'm asking is because Jimmy, Mr. Beast. I would like to see the numbers as far as with the platform, like with Amazon. Because I don't think as many people are tuning into the Amazon show on Amazon. Yeah. As they would have if the show was done on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, that I have to see. I don't know to speak on
because for one, not only you have the thing on Amazon. Right. You're trying to pull traction to Amazon. With it, right? Why would I drop the episodes on YouTube?
Yeah, true.
That shows me that it's a possibility that it's not doing the numbers that we thought it was going to do, and we're trying to get more exposure on YouTube to push and drive people to want to go tune in to the rest of it. So that could be a thing, but who knows, bro? Like, I would like to see the numbers behind Beast Games to see, like, okay, I know what you do on YouTube. Can you do those and how people pay for a service and want to tune into a service on a paid platform.
Yeah.
Because you can get anybody to come and watch your stuff on a free platform. Can you draw that same or even a percentage to come
to that platform?
Yeah.
But with this just seems
it's the same thing because it's driving people to come pay for something that their kids can come watch at home for free.
But it didn't work.
But it doesn't work, and it's like you did say, because I was thinking the same thing the whole time. This looks like y'all should have dropped it on YouTube.
And YouTube alone. And even if y'all did, like, drop, like, little snippets, it should have just been on there. Because that's where, like...
Would it make sense to do a members-only drop?
That would have been... Y'all could have did something like that. Like, whatever you need to do, it just should have been on that platform.
Yeah. I don't think this is... like, it doesn't...
It's just not giving me that.
It doesn't give the quality at all, bro.
Yeah.
Making Ryan so incredibly angry, he goes to the comic book store to blow off some steam. Here he encounters a crazy fan.
Ryan! Whoa, huge fan. Can I get a selfie? Please.
Who's wearing such an incredibly strange outfit, it makes you wonder if this was filmed 15 years ago. Upon walking inside the store, the theme of outdated style is continued by the employee who allows Ryan...
The style is even older than 15 years ago. The style is like... What were we, 2025? Even the style is like 25 years ago. It's giving me 90s vibes and not even early 2000s. Even the look here, his whole fit, that wasn't 15 years ago. That was longer than that, I feel. It just feels dated. It really gives me we try too hard to think what would people like.
Ryan to enter a top secret room in exchange for a video to give to his sister. Once inside, Ryan finds a comic book, which he steals from the store to bring back home. His sisters accidentally get sucked inside it, both being turned into animated characters, leading Ryan to enter the book as well, to save his sisters and bring them back out. In case it isn't obvious, the plot's extremely messy and difficult to follow, featuring many segments that add nothing to the story, and only make it even more confusing. Adding to this is the fact that the second half is animated, with the animated section being even more confusing. Simplified, Ryan goes inside the comic book and teams up with his sisters to defeat an evil enemy who's named the Big Bad. In the meantime, Aiden distracts Ryan's parents in the real world, who are too busy to notice that their own kids are missing.
Why are you wearing that?
For a damn video. He's gonna pull me out of his hat to stay trending. He's gonna think I look so cool.
It seems they're having a competition to see who can be worse at acting.
Aiden, is everything okay in there? I heard yelling. Are the kids fighting again?
Trading their final bit of dignity just to appear in the film.
What's wrong?
The kids are acting really weird, and they have really weird taste in pizza.
They must be working on my surprise.
Ryan defeats the boss and returns to the real world before delivering yet another dose of cringe.
Ryan!
Aiden!
You kicked butt. You saved our butts.
He and his sisters have fixed their friendship, finally ending the movie's confusing plot. The closing scene is Ryan finding more problems,
Not this again.
showing they planned on making a sequel.
If the fans ask for another movie, then maybe.
The sequel?
Yeah.
Although this likely won't be happening, judging by...
Please don't. Please don't.
Like,
Don't
no one
waste
seems like
money.
comfortable. No, like, it just it's giving me cringe. It's giving me. I wonder. One thing I do wonder is how does he feel? Like, is this something that you like? Because you're older now.
He probably don't care because of the money. At the end of the day, even kids, they'll do anything as long as like I can get whatever I want to in life. I have the money. I got a little especially as he's 12 now.
Yeah,
he's got the popularity. Yeah.
I mean, but I still would just like to know. Like, still, like, we can like, assume.
And then
But I would like to know.
You got some kids who's like, I'll do whatever it takes to make sure my parents, they don't have to go to work. They don't, even at a young age, kids be thinking like that. My parents don't have to go to work. They spend time with us. We're such a thriving family. Like,
I wonder if like the writing, like maybe the acting was better, and like maybe the
if we're gonna do a Ron's World movie, take away the YouTube aspect of it and let him be the focal point. And let him do a movie with directors and writers. And
that's what I'm saying. And I do wonder maybe how the animated, just like the animated part would have been if you just focus kind of on that, and it would have been like
doing just the animated movie.
Yeah, like just I just wonder like.
But I'll say this: it has worked before where people do a crossover between reality and animated.
But it's not working in this case. So I'm just saying, like, I'm wondering how would it like I have to see it in its entirety and then be able to like, because you know this was just clips here and there, and maybe it was the worst pull.
Well,
and
quick capping, you ain't gonna watch it.
I didn't say I was gonna watch it. I said I would have to see it, and I said I'm gonna go and watch it. But I'm just saying that it is something that I would have had to see in its entirety to be able to really be like, okay, this just was awful.
Yeah.
But because just from like the clips that was given, it wasn't. It was bad. So I'm wondering, is the entire thing?
I agree with you. I agree with you that like when people just show excerpts and clips of things, a lot of people tend to judge something based off that instead of looking at things for its entirety and body of work. But that's just the age and generation we live in right now. Is clips mean more than the actual content.
But I will say this one thing that even if you show me like just clips here and there, one thing I don't feel like you can really like. I guess misinterpret or fake or whatever is the acting. The acting is not there.
But honestly, child acting been going down for years now. I said child acting has been going down for years now. Like 90s peak. I think 90s was peak times of child acting. We got into the 2000s. Like you got Deso Raven, Lizzie McGuire, even Stevens. After that, it just started going down and down and down, and it just started getting cringe. You like, bro, y'all cannot act. Like, I don't know what they're doing in the acting world.
Yeah.
Maybe they needed acting coaches or take more acting classes instead of thinking y'all can just do YouTube and throw it on a big screen.
Yeah.
Like, and try to sell people that bullshit. So that's what y'all was trying to do.
Yeah.
And to be honest, you're jipping off your supporters and your fan base.
The sequel?
Yeah.
Although this likely won't be happening, judging by the film's performance. The director seemed confident that the film would do well.
I think you're really going to be proud. This is going to...
People the director is as well. This is an old-ass man. I understand with a film like this, you need a younger director. You need somebody who's young, more hip, not somebody who just, you know?
Yeah.
Because also, who's the director? Has he filmed Hot Garbage before? Because he sure did this time. What was his budget?
A terrific movie in the fall of 2024.
Whilst the head of distribution believed that this first of its kind film would redefine what's possible for creator-driven entertainment, Ryan's father was equally excited.
I feel like all the distributors, they're all super excited. The whole industry is excited about it. They're paying attention to what we're doing now.
But acknowledged he had no idea if it would do well.
Right now, it's never been done before, so we don't know what the outcome is. But, you know, we're really optimistic. We feel very excited about it.
Well, when they first premiered the movie for the public, it wasn't looking good, as barely anyone showed up to watch, leaving most of the seating completely empty. People confidently added, "I can't see it doing well in theaters. Parents can't stand this shit and will wait for streaming. It will bomb for sure." It comes out the same day as Alien Romulus. Still, the movie was released in 2,100 US movie theaters, as well as 125 screens theatrically nationwide across Canada, and in the UK and Ireland in over 90 cinemas, although nobody went to watch it. So my family and I were literally the only ones in the theater to watch Ryan's World, and
I'll say this, in regards to this, when did y'all go see it opening night?
Yeah, it is.
If it had been out a week or two.
Because I was going to go see a movie, one day I looked up the ticket. For the ticket.
You want to see it by yourself?
Yeah, I was going to go see it by myself, but it was going to be during the week, of course. And when I looked at it, I was like, oh, I'll be the only one here. Sweet. I was like, you know, great. Like,
What movie was it?
the Kiki and Scissor.
Oh yeah.
But I had looked at it for the weekend and it was super packed. Like all the seats were taken, and I said I'm definitely not going on a weekend and I hate crowded theaters. I was like, I'm definitely not. But during the week it's perfect. So if you went like during the week, yeah, it may not be a lot of people, but weekend. I do wonder.
And how long has it been out?
And how long has it been out before you went? Because I was about to go see it at the, I don't even know if it's still there, but it was like, it had already been in theater for about a week or so.
Yeah. Because that's me. I like to go to see something. I don't like opening night. I'm not a first, I gotta be one of the first ones. I'm not that person. So I want to see something. I try to give it like a week or two. Let it, let all the, I want to be the first one, hype people. Y'all go see it. I like to watch it so I can have like my peace, comfort. I can see it in there, and I'm like, okay, it ain't overcrowded. Yeah, it ain't too many people. It's just a preference. Yeah, it's just my preference. And then I like for it to be a week or two later. I don't like being the first week.
But I will say this: I guess what can answer that, regardless of when they went. What was the ticket sales for the movie? Like that'll give you, because it was what do you say? Canada, UK, Ireland, and then the US. Yeah. So
no Mexico, no, and then if I'm not mistaken, they look. I can't tell what type of Asian they are, but I would think you pushing the Asian communities countries too, right? But I don't know their rules and regulations, so yeah.
I must say it was a big disappointment. Sorry. I do not recommend this movie. Another person explained we went to go see the Ryan movie, but nobody showed up, adding the film was no better than a 2 out of 10. A different user videoed their entire movie theater, again showing they were the only person there, which actually received a response from Ryan's parents. Thanks for showing up and watching. It's a movie about bonds between siblings. It's not always rainbow and sunshine, but at the end of the day, they learn to be there for each other. Yeah, glad I got to support your son by paying 54 cents for my tickets. On the movie theater employees subreddit, somebody asked how poorly did Ryan's World the movie perform at your theater this past week, and the replies were pretty vicious. We showed one showing a day for 3 days, not a single sale. Nobody showed up for the screening. Another person said, I think we had 3 people all week, excluding Cheap Tuesday at my theater, while someone else added, never had to clean a theater with more than 4 tickets sold to it. One final employee concluded, I think I've seen 5 people come in for it, all of whom have given it atrocious reviews. I watched Ryan's World movie and let me tell you, it made the Emoji Movie look like an Oscar contender. What's next? Child Exploitation 2? The storyline is so boring that my preschooler fell asleep about 20 minutes into the movie. Its aggregate IMDb rating of 2.1 stars would make it the 18th worst film ever made if this rating had come from at least 10,000 reviewers.
I will also say this. A lot of kids, it's pointless to take, not pointless, I'm going to say that, but a lot of kids' attention span ain't even focused on theater. You know what I'm saying? It would have been great also to just drop this off on a streaming service.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
You just put it on for the kids.
I agree with you with what you just said, and I agree and disagree.
I agree and disagree with what I said as well.
I agree and disagree because it depends on what it is. Like, say for instance, it's one of them like.
And the only reason why I kind of said it because my mom been subbing a lot lately. Yeah. So my mom does a lot with the kids now. And one time they went to the theaters to see one movie, and she was like, "I enjoyed the movie, but the kids, they ain't watching no bit of the movie."
Yeah, I feel like it just depends on what it is, and also when you have a whole group of kids like that together, it's different opposed to like your parents taking you and you going with like your cousin or sister or brother.
But that's the thing. Typically, when a parent want to take a child to a theater, are you gonna take your child by themselves? Or you gonna try to get one of their friends?
You may try to get one of their friends, or if it's
they ain't paying attention to that damn screen. They're paying attention to each other.
Or you may just take them by themselves. It just depends. It just depends, and it depends on what it is. But something like this
that's the reason why. Also, I ain't never going to the theater with a bunch of kids. You gonna be like, shut the fuck.
I mean, if it's a kids movie, didn't expect that.
Hey, sometimes you want to go see the kids movie too. You just
I do be like, dang, I wish I had a child so I could just take. So I can go see this movie.
Remember when we went to the theaters and everybody wanted to see Inside Out too?
Yeah,
and they were packed. We was like, bro, why is there so many kids?
Example like that. Everyone loved it. Not even just kids.
That's the movie I'm talking about. My mom said they went to y'all theater.
Yeah, but I'm saying you had a classroom of kids. Yeah, that's gonna be different. But
she said a lot of kids that was like their second or third time going to see
already seeing it, right? So they're like, we done seen it. We enjoyed it. We done seen. Now it's playtime. That's all they're thinking about. But yeah, that was I heard that was a great movie. Hate I still haven't seen it. I'm gonna have to But
you seen one.
I guess I have.
No, you haven't seen one.
Oh, well, anyway.
We talked about it. We said we had to see one, so we should see two.
But a movie like that, great, because it wasn't just. I mean, it was for kids, but even like adults got like
I heard
a great message from it as well, because it resonates. You know what I'm saying?
It had a teaching.
Yeah, but something like this,
it
just doesn't. I guess resonate with people.
It came out very, 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 very. I mean, very, absolutely, very cheesy.
Yeah.
On Rotten Tomatoes, a professional critic wrote, "This cinematic junk is what happens when underage YouTube stars with no acting talent have parents who pay for the family to star in a vanity movie motivated by greed. It's not the kids' fault." Another website, parentpreviews.com, bluntly refused to rate it, stating, "We are not providing a review for this film, as our reviewers object to its roots. So how much money did the movie lose? The film had a budget of $10 million, much of which was provided by the parents.
We financed it along with the Pocket Watch together. We put ourselves a big bet on this movie.
How much does this film cost?
Millions of dollars.
However, it was pulled from cinemas after only 3 weeks, with $613,000. It made just $311 per theater, and is now only available to purchase on YouTube. Can someone get this poor kid new parents already? Jesus, it's not even making money anymore.
And like that comment,
downfall.
I'm sorry.
No, you good.
I was gonna say, and like that comment said, yeah, it's definitely not the kid's fault. Like, they're just falling in line with their parents' ideas or whatever the case. Hey, we're gonna do this. Yeah, are you up for it? Yeah, cool. Cause I mean, it's already what he do in front of the camera anyway. So he's like, okay, cool. What's the difference?
They're just trying to figure out a way they can continue to milk it while they can, because eventually they ain't gonna be able to milk it no more.
Not that. At some point, you kind of gotta like find a new direction or do something else. Like, because after a while, he is going to be too old to be doing like the things that he's been doing from a little toddler. You know what I'm saying?
The cheesy, corny.
No.
It sucks though. It sucks because he's just a child that's trying to do stuff and please and be.
But
happy.
I do hope that they have been doing like right by him. As far as like,
no, they ain't been doing right because y'all wasted. If they did finance like they say they did, how much did y'all finance? Because that was a waste of money.
Yeah, but still,
what I came to y'all with this idea.
What I'm saying still stands. I do hope that they have been doing right by him as far as like the money and making sure that he's set up for.
That's a horrible investment.
I know, but that ain't. I'm pretty sure that ain't all y'all had. That's what I'm saying. But yeah. Anyway, child. Anywho.
Hey man, y'all spell stuff in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts and opinions about it in the comment section down below. I just, like you said, I which I do agree with. I do hope they are doing right by the kids as far as the long term, because y'all hit y'all opportunities. Don't just use your kids for financial growth.
Facts.
And don't be splurging money on no damn movies no more.
Please.
But as always, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ Do Here. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Peace.
Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my pocket.